Hey guys, me and Wade here, back with a Borderlands video, and today we're starting the hunt. We're going to go straight into it and start a new game and set it all up. First thing we've got to do is pick our character. Now, I had some thoughts about this. Mose has a lot of damage output, so I did consider her, but I'm going to go with Zane because I like his movement speed and I'm just more comfortable using Zane. So during this intro, I'm just going to explain quickly how I'm going to be working the hunt and what I'm going to be doing and what to expect from my videos. So I am narrating this once it's been filmed, so I've already played the hunt. I've really enjoyed today, and now I'm just sort of commentating over it so I can upload it for you guys. So during this video, you're going to see a bunch of highlights of how we've got on and how successful the day's gone on, and it's been a good fun. It's gonna be a good watch, and I'll pop up with some rules every now and then of what's going on, because as you know, I'm not live streaming this. I am playing following the rules as if I would be playing live, just not. So I have started a new character. I have disabled Guardian rank, and I've made my character to look like a hunter as much as I could do. There's only one other gimmick I plan on adding for my run, and it's my run only. So I'm only going to try and use guns from the hunted list. So for those of you that have seen the hunted score sheet from the website, yeah, those are the guns. I'm just going to try and carry it all in my backpack and add it up at the end of each day, and I'm going to try and use those guns as much as I can. So that's the plan. I mean, I've got to wait until I've got my first gun anyway, which I will tell you now isn't right off the bat, but we'll see how it goes. For now, though, let's just enjoy it and get to it. So our quest starts in Mouthpiece's Cathedral. I found a loot tink, and I was down at the time, but fortunately I managed to get up, and the loot tink dropped me a legendary. It doesn't count because it's a world drop, so it doesn't really matter what it is, but whatever it was, I was going to use it. But for this, it was a Impaler, which is always fun in games, but no points. I soon grew up against Mouthpiece, and it wasn't much of a battle. Took him out fairly easily, and this is where I do get my first point, because he drops me the killing word, which is worth a nice 1 point. Gets us off the mark. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't drop an echo, so the killing word is our only point at this time. Before leaving Pandora, I decided to take on the Demo Skagans in hopes that I get a Nighthawk in, just because at the moment I'm just using the killing word and I know that's not going to last me too long. Fortunately, the Demo Skagan dropped me the Hunted instead, which is worth 2 points, so I took that and was pretty happy that I'd already got 2 guns just before leaving Pandora and getting on to Sanctuary. So yeah, I got the Hunted, the killing word, and I had an Impaler from my shield, so I felt like it was a cracking start, and we just thought we'd crack on. I soon end up in Promethea, and one of the first people I decide to take on is Baron Noggin, in the hopes that I get the Executor, because I know I was going to want a class mod quite quickly. He gives me the Super Ball instead, which I'm not going to complain about. It's not the worst gun in the world, and it's worth 3 points, so it brings my total up, so I just take it and carry on. We're then doing hostile takeover, and we come up against Giggles, which is always fun in games. So I enjoy this quick boss battle, and yeah. So I killed Giggles by the skin of my teeth, and fortunately Zero was able to come and revive me. I honestly thought I died. And you can see he's dropped me some legendaries, and the first one is the smart gun. That's worth 3 points, and that is a critical gun to have at this stage of the game, because that gun I know will go far. He also drops me a Widowmaker, which isn't worth any points, but I take it anyway because it's a grenade mod I can use, and that's about it. We're then on a Athenas. We got up against the, I can't say it, SUBCRIBE or whatever it is, but I'm hoping it drops the organ, and it doesn't, so no drop. Carry on with the quest. We then got Captain Tron, and this is a one that I really was looking forward to, because I know Tron will drop me a legendary, but I'll put the whole fight in the highlight reel and yeah, enjoy this fight and see how it ends. So I killed him with pretty much ease, and in the past he's been quite generous with his drops. This time he didn't. One time I wanted to drop something, he didn't give me anything. Back on Sanctuary, I decided I wanted to go do an arms race and get some better gear. Now I was level 13, and 13 is the preferred lowest level to do an arms race, so I went straight on to do that. Went and checked the chests out, and there was something that I didn't really consider at first. So even though I can see this Holy Grail, for example, I'm not going to count it just yet, because I figured with arms race I'm only going to count it if I'm able to extract it. So the same goes for the death rattle, as you can see here, and I think I do get fortunate with something else. I actually can't remember what now. I know I don't get fortunate in there. I find 2 legendaries I can use, but they're not worth any points even if I extract them, because they're world drops. Take on the Skags, have a little bit of fun, just trying my luck to get some decent guns for the quest. Out of these chests I believe I get absolutely squat, which is always fun. Harker wasn't too much of an issue. I just wanted to kill him so I could extract at least the 2 items I could take with me, and I do get a third. I get the Kenzie. Can't use it, so it is no good to me. In fact, all of the arms race gear is no good to me, but I add it all up and I count it as I'm extracting it now. 5 points for the Kenzie, 3 points for the 2 artifacts, no points for the base game legendaries. Extract it successfully. Sorted. And then sort out my gear while I'm back on Sanctuary and have a little mosey around. As you can see, I can't put any artifacts on, and I haven't got any class mods to put on, so they don't help me out at all. And I decided to get rid of my Impaler and other grenade mod for now. I also decided to favourite the guns as well, for the ones that are counting for points. I did do a safe quit, so I went up against Giggles again in the hope that he might drop me something else, even if it was a higher level smart gun that would help me on my quest. But in this scenario he just drops me the 1 legendary, and it's a red card. Worth 3 points though, because it is a Gigamine drop, so that's another 3 points I can add to the list. We're then doing the space laser tag mission. I tried to take on Dinklebot to get the Lucigram, which I did successfully get, and I'll use a little bit later on. And then we took on Handsome Jackie to attempt to get the Nimble Jack, which lucky for me I actually did get on this run. Pretty happy for that 3 points. Then we've got Katagawa Ball, hoping to get the Brainstormer, because I didn't really want to have to come back and farm Katagawa Ball, because the map's just so long and it takes ages to get into. So I was really excited when I saw he dropped me a legendary. Like, oh great, it's going to be a Brainstormer. Unfortunately for me, it's a Lyuda. Not a bad gun, but I can't count it for points for now. I do get to count 1 world drop towards my overall count as a bonus, but I won't decide till day 5. My Lootogram gave me a bang stick, which is always helpful. Then went up against the powered troopers during Atlas at last. The yellow trooper, I believe, gives me the first amount of points from these guys. So finish off blue quickly. And I get a Thunderbolt Fist. That's worth a valuable 3 points. Pretty chuffed about that. Well on my way to getting started into this hunt. I then finish off the rest of the Power Troopers in the hope that I do get something else. As you can see, a legendary has dropped at the back there from Red Trooper. Just got to get my second wind up, and he's giving me an Overburner, which is also worth 3 points. Well on the way. Then got the battle with Takeover Jr. I mean, it was a bit tedious. The Thunderbolt Fist did make it a little bit easier though. Unfortunately, Takeover Jr. hasn't really dropped me anything this time round. I mean, when I get to Mayhem 4+, I'll have to farm him for the Sandhawk anyway. But yeah, this time round, nothing. Just a load of money. I finished that mission, turned it into Reese, and I went for a quick wander to a red chest. Even though I can't count any legendaries from a chest as points, I can use them for my gimmick of using hunted gear. So I did get a grenade mod, and it was the Moxie's bouncing pair. No points, but it might help me on my quest. I then decided to go back to Baron Noggin and to get the Executor, because I got to the point now where I really did kind of need a class mod, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get to the Seeing Dead and do the Handsome Jack DLC. So yeah, I just farmed Baron Noggin a couple of times. I mean, the first time I thought he'd given it to me, and he gave me a rerouter, which is not worth any points. Second time's charm, maybe? Nah, of course not. This is what it's going to be like now. Third time's a charm. Surely. No, of course not. I tried for a fourth time in the hope that he would give me just an Executor. And this time he did give it to me. And I can count that for points. 3 points. Nicely. Then went up against the Rampager. Lucky I had the Iuda for this battle, because it was actually quite useful. It wasn't a bad fight either. I was hoping to get the duck from the Rampager, but unfortunately I killed the Rampager up on that ledge, and I can see a legendary on the map, and we all know it's the duck because I can't get to it. So I can't count it because I can't see it, but we know what it is, I know what it is, and this is my luck changing. I then went to up against the Sky Bullies on Eden 6, because they're one of the first unique bosses I could come across while doing the missions. I was hoping to get the Hex from these. This one drops me a skin, which I've already got, and a Hex for 3 points, which I was very fortunate about. I also finished the second Sky Bully off, and he also gave me a Hex, but I can't count this because I've already hunted it. So it's already hunted, doesn't count, no points. Then got the Warden. Was hoping to get the Freeman. Quite fortunate about the Iuda here. It did a fair amount of damage, but I didn't get any drops from the Warden. Like I said, I was hoping for the Freeman, but nothing so far. Didn't get anything in this chest. Oh wait, no, I did get the duck actually. So what I went from the Rampager, I got from the chest. Doesn't count as any points, but I can use it, and I did need an upgraded pistol because I've been relying very heavily at this point on my smart gun. So I decided to sort my gear out and get rid of some of the stuff that I'm not using, and yeah, just cracked on with it. I was pretty happy with everything that I had got at the moment, and I feel like I had accumulated some good amount of points. So carrying on with the missions, I went up against El Dragon Jr. Was hoping for a drop, but since the bullies my luck sort of changed. I went for a dry spell. Didn't get anything from the Warden, didn't get anything from this dude, and then had a little bit of a fight with Heckle and Hyde that lasted a bit longer than expected. I realised at this point that my guns weren't doing as much damage as I wanted. Like, I've been relying very heavily on my smart gun up until this point, and it did do the job in the end, but I didn't get any points out of Heckle and Hyde. Always fantastic. We then faced Billy the Anointed, and I actually was quite worried about this battle because the gear I had was starting to be a little bit ineffective. As you can see by me using the smart gun, I wasn't doing as much damage as I wanted to ideally, and carrying ammo for the Lyuda was becoming difficult. I never seemed to have it when I needed it, and yeah, it was a bit of a battle. So enjoy this quick fight, and I'll come back in a second. So I beat Billy the Anointed, and he again didn't drop me anything, so on my dry spell of getting gear was going really badly. I was heading into the prison to do the guns of resilience. Took out the turrets quite strategically, I thought I did quite well. And then yeah, that last one. Ammo for the loader was always a problem, but yeah, strategically jumped off, saw Turnkey Tim and was hoping to get a Maggie. Unfortunately, he gave me nothing. So, no worries because there is another boss around here. So, I thought I'd take him out and hope to get a face puncher. Was wrong again. So, points were coming very thin at this point. I did get the Hand of Glory, but that's just a mission reward, so that doesn't count for anything. And you know what, it's not actually a great gun, so I doubt it was going to help me, but I took it anyway. I did try fighting the Indo Tyrant, and that didn't give me anything either. It's gone badly. But this guy, this one never lets me down. I was going to get a Hellfire, but no, gave me a Magnificent. It's worth 3 points. I wanted a Hellfire, but I'll take a Magnificent at this point. I couldn't use it because I wasn't leveled high enough either. Took on Maximilian Tron, hoping to get the Horizon. Wasn't too bad. I mean, it's easier with my cloning drone. I didn't get the drop that I wanted though. Next up was Genevieve. So this is, I'll put the whole battle in for Genevieve, and yeah, enjoy. So thankful to have the Lyuda and the smart gun for that battle. Did get a drop. I got the Nemesis, but that's not the drop for Genevieve, so no points, but it will help me along on my quest. We then get back to Sanctuary. I sweat out all my guns and add up everything that's favorited, because all the guns that are worth points, I decided that I would favorite those guns, and the other drops I would just leave unfavorited. So add them all up and I work out I get 41 points in total. There's a quick breakdown of where I've got all my points from and everything. I then decided to do a gun of the day, which is going to go to the smart gun. I use that a lot. It really helped me out against Kajara Ball. It was helpful, the fact that I got it from Gigamind really early on, and that was my go-to gun for day one, and we'll see what day two is tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my channel for more Wing It Away content. I'll catch you tomorrow, but for now, it's goodbye from me.